All right.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to this podcast. This podcast doesn't have a name yet, but that's alright. I'm here with my friend, Neil. He's a guy, a very important guy, and
No, I'm not.
he's apparently Big Boss as well, so. Or the impression of Big Boss. Spoilers. Whoops. Um, so, yeah, this is a podcast where we will talk about video games. I know, very original idea, I'm sure. But it's something I just really wanted to do for a long time, and I thought I'd drag Neil along with me. So, oh, good. People are logging in, so maybe I should set myself to busy. Uh,
You probably should.
okay. Shit. This is bad. Okay.
Oh, come now. It can't be
Okay.
too bad. Just tell everyone to fuck off.
Oh my god, Neil. This is a PG podcast.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Well.
okay, it doesn't matter. Whatever. I'll just put
Wait,
some.
was it seriously supposed to be
I don't
PG?
know, dude. I don't know. Anyway, I'm talking to Big Boss, who's also named Neil, apparently. So we'll just be talking about the games we played this week. Uh, and after that, okay, so this is like the first episode, prototype episode, so things are gonna be like really weird and shit right now. Me and Neil are just kind of trying shit out right now. So if you got any improvements, if you like the show or whatever, I don't know who's gonna be watching this, but uh, you could just, I don't know, tell us what to do, and that'll be good. I guess. I guess telling people what to do is like opening Pandora's box, right?
Yeah, kind of is.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, let's talk about the games we played this week. I know the co-optional podcast loves to do that, and so does TOVG. Let's talk about the games we played this week, and then we'll go from there. And if I come up with any more original ideas, then I will let you know. So Neil, what have
Yes.
you played this week, or recently, or whatever?
All right. Well, I played about 2 games recently because I don't have very much money on me. The first game I want to talk about is a game called Cook Serve Delicious. It's an older game. Um, And I like to refer to it as typing simulator because the entire thing is basically about memorizing the keyboard, the QWERTY keyboard. And yeah, you cook food for people who are very picky about their entrees. If you get one thing wrong, they will either be like, "Yeah, it was all right," or they will hate you for life for very absurd reasons. But
Okay.
yeah,
Tell me, so is this game, what are the mechanics like? Like, you just, I've seen you play in this game at school a little bit.
yeah,
Um,
maybe it's for the best I describe the way it's played. Um, you start off with this small little restaurant, and people will come in and sit down. You get 5 chairs to start with. Eventually, it'll grow to 8 chairs, and each person orders an entree, and you basically prepare that entree. Prepare it exactly on the spot, and correct 100%, and you're good. They'll probably come back. If you mess up something or you completely screw it up, you might have them come back. Most likely, they won't come back. And depending on the entree, the game can either be really easy or absurdly difficult.
how do
You'll,
you prepare those dishes though? Like, you just like click a bunch
um,
or something, or I assume you
you,
like typing or whatever. So
yeah, there's a list of numbers. You click the number, and then it gets you to the prep station. On that prep station, you have what was it, the list of ingredients for whatever the customer has ordered, and you basically just follow the instructions by typing in a certain letter or using the arrow key. Like, for example, beer is an option. With that, you just press down and fill up the glass until it foams up. But not too much, otherwise you'll ruin the order. But in the burger, what gets you to a grill, you press the letter M, which is the generic start, and it puts the meat patty on the grill. Press enter, let it cook. And once it's done cooking, you click the number it was on, and then put the rest of the ingredients on.
for future reference, I should probably get gameplay of this going on, but I don't know. We'll figure that out later. Anyway.
Yeah, well, you'll do some of it.
Yeah. Well, maybe this will just be an audio podcast once I figure out how to do that. Anyway, so yeah, that sounds really stressful, and it's a management game, yeah.
Yeah, it really is a management game
Yeah.
because with each day, like another thing about the game is that you each go through a day, and like starts off nice and easy, just morning. Like some people come for breakfast, maybe brunch or something. Come 12 noon, it becomes rush hour, and everyone decides to come in. And some people are a lot more patient than others. It helps if you buy these little patience system things. I'm not sure if that's the right way to describe them because it really isn't. But
It sounds
it
like
gets
a real
very,
struggle.
very stressful. It gets very stressful during the rush hour moments.
Just like real life, guys.
Yes. Also, some of the food items you can prepare are absurdly hard. Like, one of the hardest items is the soups. And while soup isn't that hard in real life, it's really hard here because you have so many combinations to memorize. Another hard one is shish kebabs. And the shish
That's
kebabs are
random.
hard. Well, I've always found them to be really hard because the whole key to that is basically not putting two of the same item next to each other. They need to be separated by something else.
Also,
Uh,
soup? Really? Is that like the most difficult thing? Like,
It's one of the harder ones, but because I leave soup in the menu, I always end up memorizing everything. So it's not too hard for me because I'm so used to it.
huh?
Shish kebabs are
Interesting.
probably so hard because I only bring them once, and the day always goes horribly when I bring them. So
Dang. Well, it does sound like a delicious game. And with that, just kidding. No, I don't have a transition. Sorry. No, I
okay.
mean, is this a game like you play? Is there like an ending, or it's just like you just play
Um,
until you get bored, or
I play it until I get bored, really.
okay? Is it
Because
very
you can't just
zen, or
keep.
is it very like stressful?
It's
Or
not Zen at all. It is not Zen at
oh
all.
god.
It's a very stressful game. But I keep playing it because it keeps me engaged, and yeah, I pretty much just keep playing upgrade. I keep playing to upgrade the restaurant, and keep upgrading until it becomes a 5-star restaurant. And at that point, the last thing you do is just keep going. Really, there
Hmm.
are these little extra events. There's catering. There's the Iron Cook, which is like Iron Chef, but nothing like Iron Chef. I think that's what it's called. And
Like a
then
tournament or
there's,
something, or
well, it's more like you got this one dude who wants to be very impressed,
okay.
and you pretty much just have to please him.
Oh,
And
he's
then
like one of those like food
yeah,
connoisseurs or whatever.
he's a food judge. Well, he himself is a chef in the game. He's also a judge. And then the last event is basically the hard mode of the Iron Cook thing.
Huh. Well, all right then. Uh, I am very bad at management games, so this does not sound like it is my type of thing. How much is it on Steam? And is it like is it already like an official release, or is it like alpha build?
This
Or...
game has been out for a while, actually. It's actually more than 3 years old at this point.
Yeah. You said it was an older game, so
Yeah, it was relatively older.
okay.
Um, the game is currently $9.99 on Steam,
Oh
so it's
sure.
not bad.
A good value. How many hours have you put into it?
Let me check. I have played this game for 48 hours, so 2 days
Cool.
basically.
Damn. That's good value.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm more of one of those people who think like if depending like it doesn't matter like I bought Terraria for like what like $2 or whatever, right, when I was on the Steam sale, and I put 400 hours into it, so like obviously I got more value than I did. Yes, I spent 400 hours playing Terraria. Thank you very much. I have a whole series on my channel. Don't judge me, all right? Where I'm
Yeah.
playing Terraria even more. All right. But yeah, that sounds really fun. Not my type of game, but hey, I'm glad you're having fun with it. Cook, serve, delicious, right? I think what
Yep.
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave, especially for these like smaller indie games. It seems like, well, is this a small indie game? I don't know.
It really is a small indie game.
Okay, I think what I'll do is I'll just leave like links to their Steam page or whatever, and people can go check them out if they feel like it. I think that's a good way to like promote that game or whatever. Anyway, that was really interesting. Hey, good job, Neil. Good job. The first podcast we really pulled it together. All right.
Hey.
What else have you been playing? While I take a sip of water.
Well, I could talk about Left 4 Dead 2, but like, should we really talk about that one?
Do like a 5-minute piece on it.
I don't even know if I can go to 5. Alright, Left 4 Dead 2.
2 minutes. There, 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes. I'm counting right now.
Alright, Left 4 Dead 2 is Valve's quintessential zombie game. You play it because there's mods. A lot of mods.
Okay.
And
Well,
those
we can
mods
get into this.
really...
We can get into this. So there's mods. Like, tell me what the mod... Because I've seen some of the mods, and you've been telling me about some of them. Like, one of them is like the K-On! Girls.
Yes, one of them is the K-On! Girls.
You can just play as the K-On! Girls, and they have like really wacky animations, right?
Well, they're really just the character animations from the base game.
Oh.
Yeah, you can play. You basically just play as the K-On! Girls. Except only one of them will have a female voice, the others will have male voices.
Oh, what the heck? That's really weird.
Oh, come on, it's fun.
That's so weird. Well, mods make everything better, huh? Because, like, I remember I modded, like, Fallout New Vegas, and, like, it's just such a different experience when you mod a game, honestly.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, I think the bigger mods you add, the more it changes the game. Like, it's so weird. Like, in Fallout New Vegas, for example, like, when I modded the game, well, first off, I played it on Xbox 360, and that was just vanilla, you know. I downloaded, like, one DLC for it. That was when it first came out, right? Excuse me. And, then, the second time I played it was, like, a year or two ago, and, I played it vanilla, but with all the DLC, and I, like, beat all the DLC, right? But then I was like, I still want to play, like, New Vegas, but then I tried installing mods this time, and it changes the way you play. Like, the mods I installed, like, changed the mechanics of the game completely, because it's like, I mean, you still, like, shoot shit, right? But, like, they're, like, you add sandstorms, and that, like, decreases your vision and shit, so, like, you can't see enemies or whatever, so, like, you constantly have to go into VATS just to, like, kind of target, but if you don't like using VATS, then you just use it to aim, really. And then, yeah, and it was really interesting. It was, like, so engaging to, like, see a sandstorm coming, and then there's, like, toxic sandstorms, which, like, give you radiation and stuff, and then there's, like, realism of, like, gunfiring and stuff, and, like, realistic, like, health and all that. Like, if you get, like, even hit by a missile, you'll just die instantly, which is, like, kind of what happens in normal Fallout, I guess, but I don't know. If you get shot in the leg, your leg's just done. That's, I don't know. There are cool mods for games, and I don't know. Fallout New Vegas is really... I just got into a tangent about Fallout New Vegas. Sorry about that.
No worries. In all seriousness, though, the Left 4 Dead mods are mostly aesthetic. Or at least the ones I was talking about, anyway.
Okay.
Um,
There's no gameplay ones, or...
There's a few of them. I remember one I tried out was, I think it was called The Walking Dead Zombies. Because it limited your ammo supply, and all zombies could only be killed with headshots.
But do they, like, rush you the same or anything? Like, because I know in Left 4 Dead they're really fast.
I honestly don't remember. It's been a while since I used that mod.
Interesting.
There is a map that you can download that does change the mechanics of the game.
Huh.
Yeah. It's a really interesting one. It's called 2032. It's supposed to be the end of a trilogy, and when I played it, I was playing on my own. I quickly realized that it was absurdly difficult. And it's really because of the finale. The finale just spams horde after horde after horde of zombies after you. And on your own, that's way too hard for any reasonable person. Except for the people who've done it before. Kudos to them.
Congratulations, you are a hardcore player.
Yeah.
That wasn't funny. Alright.
Yeah, the gameplay changes were actually pretty subtle. Combat still worked the same, but if you're playing by yourself and you're hit by, say, either a hunter or a smoker. You can actually
Oh, okay. Because
you can
usually
click
other.
something to, I don't remember if it was right click or spacebar to get them off of you.
Yeah, I
And
remember. I've never played Left 4 Dead 2. I just like watched a lot of people play it back in the day, so I kind of know like the mechanics and stuff just from watching. But yeah, I don't know. First-person shooter is not my thing usually. So yeah. Ugh. All right. Anything else?
uh, yeah, why not? There's one more game, a super niche game. It's called War Game Red Dragon.
Oh yeah, I actually want to play this. Tell us about it.
Well, um, if you really like military hardware, you should take a look at this game because there are an absurd amount of military hardware units in this game that you can use. It's an RTS type game. You pretty much play as either blue 4 units, which are America, etc., and red 4 units, which are the Soviet Union, etc. And each nation you can play as acts just a little bit differently from the last one. The US and the USSR are very much the jack of all trades nations. They're good at everything but masters of nothing. Except for Air Force. The US is really good with its Air Force, and with the Soviet Union, they're really good with helicopters. I think.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. But what else is there? You can also play as North Korea. They suck. You kind of have to
Neil, I
play
don't want to
them.
make any enemies. All right.
I know, but the way their game is made means that you kind of have to supplement them with either China or the Soviet Union just to make them viable. Because
Well,
what they have is like
politics
five.
already. All right.
No, that's just how the game is. Like what they have to offer are 50,000 spam units and like three or some heavy hitter units. And those heavy hitter units are really strong, and they can really add to, say, the Chinese and Soviet Union decks. But on their own, they're not nearly as viable as they could be.
Dang.
Yeah.
So is this how complicated is this game? Because the way you just described it made me think like there must be like a shit ton of micromanaging and stuff.
Well, you know how Dark Souls has a big wall to go over in order to get into it?
Kinda, sorta, yeah. I'll agree to disagree. I mean,
This one is a big wall that has extremely intricate designs carved into it.
okay,
Kind of
yeah,
have to get through
sure.
that.
I'll roll with that. Yeah,
Yeah, kind of have to get through that.
interesting. The learning curve is steep, basically.
Yeah, you have a really big learning curve on
Okay.
this game.
Yeah. I don't know. Dark Souls. That's kind of like you either get it or you don't. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a whole other discussion. But anyway, yeah. So this game plays like an RTS and or an RTS or a 4X because it's an RTS.
It is an RTS.
Right?
It's an RTS, yeah.
Okay, cool. That's I've missed playing RTS games, so uh, I really want to like. This game's really expensive though, right? It's like $40.
Yeah, it's still pretty pricey, but then again, it's also a very niche game.
Yeah.
So
Does it go on Steam sales at all, or
yeah, I actually got this when it was on sale.
for how much?
Uh, I think it was $12.
Oh, cool.
I don't remember honestly. It was a gift.
Oh,
So,
nice. That's
yeah.
still a pretty good discount, honestly. So,
Yeah.
$12, 40 to 12. So,
Yeah. Um,
well, all right. I think you've been talking too much, Neil. And
yes, I have. Yes, I have.
I'm just kidding. I'm just trying to delay the inevitable. So, all right. What have I been playing this week? Thanks for asking.
Oh, sorry.
No,
What have
I'm
you been
just
playing
kidding.
this week, Sayo?
Sorry. So I've been playing Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing New Leaf for the 3DS. That's a lot of fun. But I'm slowly like getting a little bored with it already. It hasn't even been a week, and I'm kind of like feeling a little bit of the like. I don't know. There's just something about these games that like, or something about me as a gamer really that I just like kind of disconnect myself from the world when I play a game. But like, if it's too much, then I just get really bored. But Animal Crossing is supposed to be a really zen game, right? So
Yeah,
you play
yeah.
it to like relax or whatever. But like usually I play it while I'm like multitasking of like listening to another podcast or I'm like watching a video or something. So I feel like Animal Crossing is best enjoyed when you play it by yourself and nothing else is going on because you can really absorb yourself into like what's going on. Uh, I feel like the game is best enjoyed that way. Maybe to me, subjective opinion incoming. To me, it's best enjoyed that way, and I don't know, because today I was playing it and I felt like I just kind of like did the daily things of like you gather a fossil and then you talk to some of your neighbors if they want to talk to you and you check what's in the store and it's like my town's not even fully developed yet and I'm like already kind of feeling the burn, not the Bernie Sanders but like the actual like burn of like getting like exhausted with the game. I don't know. Maybe I've just kind of grown out of Animal Crossing a little. Maybe I need to just like play it a different way, in a weird way, as weird as that sounds.
How
Um,
would you go about playing it differently, though?
well, like I said, I think I'd just kind of make sure nothing else is going on. Like while I play the game, like I just if I'm playing the game, I'm playing the game. Like I'm not listening to a podcast or listening to any other music or anything. I think that game is best played when you're immersed in it. Um, because you feel more invested in the town and you feel more invested in all the animal neighbors and stuff and building your town to be like as beautiful or as wealthy or as whatever you want it to be.
Hmm.
Yeah, but like I've played the original Animal Crossing and then I played Wild World. I kind of skipped City Folk for the Wii, and then I'm in New Leaf now. But they've made like really good improvements. Like in Wild World, you had to, or in the first two Animal Crossings, the original and Wild World, you had to like, it's just like little like ease of life things, I guess, of like, oh, you don't have to like, uh, excuse me, I need water pretty soon. You don't have to go out and like give each individual like a fossil or a bug or whatever to like Blathers, the owl at the museum. You just can hand it all over at once, and or you can assess all the fossils at once or whatever. It's just like it reduces the time you spend like sitting around like doing nothing. Um, and like all the new neighbors have like new quests and stuff that you can do, and some of them are pretty interesting. Some of them are just kind of like, oh, okay. There's like a whole island you can go to, and there's like stuff you can do there. There's you know, there's like a new mechanic of like swimming underwater and stuff to like find stuff. There's new stores. There's new characters. I think Isabel's like the cutest thing in the world, and of course the mayor part, which is like managing your town or whatever. I haven't gotten too deep into that. I'm like kind of building a bridge right now, and I've passed an ordinance to like make my town more beautiful, and I guess it like helps flowers grow and stuff. Um, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's just one of those games that you play for like half an hour to an hour a day, and then you just kind of put it away. So yeah, Animal Crossing is fun, but maybe I need to take a little break or something. Maybe I don't know, because it's just like I want to love the game, but like there's like I don't know. Maybe it's just me getting older and stuff that like I feel like I can't invest myself in the games too much anymore. Yeah. Well, I say that, but like I'm really invested in Mabinogi, which is like an MMORPG, and then my friends got me to play Guild Wars 2, so yes, that's a rabbit hole. Yeah. I feel like I'm running out of time playing console games now. It's kind of sad. I feel like really. It's like no, I want to enjoy this next Zelda game, which I probably will. Like maybe it's just because it's not a game for me. I don't know.
And maybe your taste is changing or something.
Yeah, maybe my tastes are changing. Anyway, yeah. So that's Animal Crossing. Unless you got any questions for me about it, I don't know. Have you played Animal Crossing?
Not recently. No.
Have you ever?
I think I did for a little bit. I honestly can't remember which one.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
there's only like four of them, so
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I mean, the one on the GameCube was pretty like I don't say revolutionary, but like it was kind of like interesting. I think it was like one of the first games to actually do like a whole like year round of like gameplay in a weird way. I don't think I don't think any other game has done that. I mean, not that I can like think of or I've ever played. But yeah. Anyway, that's Animal Crossing. So next I played Guild Wars 2. Let's talk about Guild Wars 2 because
Alright, what's Guild Wars 2?
so I actually have a cool story to tell about Guild Wars 2. I'll keep my friends' names anonymous just to make sure that they get left alone, I suppose. Um, so I have a friend because I used to play this game called Maple Story, and that was like I've played it for like 10 years on and off, but I don't really go back to it anymore because the game's changed too much. So I had a friend. Her name is oh, what should I name her? Bob. This girl's name is Bob, right? And
Um,
so Bob is like I've like known for a long time, right? But I mean like she's someone like life gets. She's someone like I kind of like quote unquote like grew up with playing Maple Story. Like she was like, but I never met her in real life or whatever. She lives in like Maine or whatever. So I never had like the chance to like meet her or anything. But I talked to her online and stuff, and like she seems like a decent person. We're like Facebook friends. I mean, so uh, she's always been a nice person. So I mean, it's pretty common, right, to like meet people online and like kind of share a friendship that way. I mean, I'm not like running around giving people my street address or whatever. Anyway, but yeah, I've like known her for 10 years. That's a pretty long time, right?
yeah, I'd say so.
So I have like a senior project thing, right, at school,
Yep.
and one of my members plays Guild Wars 2, and it turns out that Bob plays Guild Wars 2 as well, and they actually are part of the same guild, and my group member was actually doing some. I guess like he saw that I liked some stuff on Facebook from a while ago of hers, and he like just messages me. He's like, "Hey, do you know someone from like Maine or whatever?" And I'm like, yeah." Well, at first I say no because I didn't think like it was her, but then I'm like, the thought crossed my mind, and I was just like, "Yeah, I do," but I mean, not like I don't think this guy knows, right? So it turns out I asked I tell him, I'm just like, no, not really, and he's like, oh, that's weird because like there's this is like you liking this my friend's like photos, but like it doesn't make sense. And I'm just like, and I was like, what's your friend's name, right? And he says like Bob, and I'm like, it's Bob, and I like freak out because it's like, what a small world, right? That like they're in it's like I don't know. It's just like a really weird moment in my life that like someone I like know in like real life actually knows someone I know like through a video game. Like what a chance meeting, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like
It really
I
is a
explained that
small
story
world
really
thing.
well, but I feel like I was rambling a bit. This should be called the Rambling Podcast. Rambling Games. That's what this podcast is called because I ramble a lot and you ramble a lot, and
Yes, I think.
it's perfect, right? The Ramblecast. All right, there we go. Hey, Ramblecast actually sounds pretty good. I'm gonna make sure that's not.
We're trying to see if we can use that
Yeah,
first.
check if we can use that. I want to know.
Shit.
No.
Well,
Shit. Is it taken?
there's a few.
Oh, god damn it.
Yep. Oh well.
No, that's right. Anyway, Guild Wars 2. So, sorry, I should get to Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2
Yes, what
is
is
a
Guild
game-
Wars 2?
It's an MMO. If you don't know, it's you run around in a great world. It's like 4 years old, but it's like free to play now. So anyone can play it or whatever. You just have to like buy the expansions if you wanna, unlock all the content. But there actually is a lot of content unlocked already, like just from the vanilla game, which is pretty cool. You can get to max level, and you can get like weapons and like all the weapons, or well, most of the weapons and stuff. I don't know what's unlocked exactly because I haven't gotten to max level yet. But I'm only like level 30 or getting to 30. like 27 or something. I don't know. So yeah, I'm pretty like excited to uh, see if I can make it to level 80. It's pretty easy to level up, and like the world is so vast, and there's like different like sections of the world, and like there's just like little like quests to do in each like little section of that section, and there's events that go on that affect the like terrain and like where you can access, or like sometimes like certain NPCs die or whatever, and then you have to like bring her back to life or whatever, and talk to them and do other things. There's just a lot going on in the game, and it's really interesting and engaging to play. Also, the combat system is pretty interesting too. It's like it's real time, but it doesn't feel like World of Warcraft. It feels like more skill based. Like you actually have to like aim your shots sometimes, and it doesn't seem like there's an auto aim or anything. I'm playing a rogue, so like I feel like I'm actually have to use a little bit of skill to play the game. I don't know if that's true or not. It just feels like I do. But yeah, my two friends I was talking about, they wanted me to join their guild, and I actually haven't joined it yet because I haven't actually like played the game with them yet. This just happened like 2 days ago. But my friend Anthony, he's been. I'll have to have Anthony on the podcast sometime. But my friend Anthony is like really like invested in Guild Wars 2. He loves the game, and like
is he also part of the guild?
No, he's part of a separate guild. Because apparently, like, there's different servers, but, like, and servers are called worlds, I guess. I don't know how that works, but I'm pretty newbie at the game, honestly, but as you can tell. But, yeah, apparently there's, like, world on world, so, like, well, not world on world, but if you join a server, you can always join, like, it's like a mega server is what they call it, or super server, or whatever. So, like, all the servers are kind of connected, but they're kind of, like, in separate spaces, but you can still, like, talk to each different world or whatever. It's really weird. I don't understand how it works, but it's convenient for me. So, but
all right.
Yeah, I should really do more research. But it's a fun game. I like Guild Wars 2. I've never like gotten into another MMO. I always trying to like get into them, but the only MMO I've really like stuck with would be like MapleStory, kinda, and Mabinogi, because Mabinogi is perfect in every single way. I know the game is like from 2002 and or not 2002, 2006, and it like runs like trash, but it's amazing. So anyway, I'm exhausted, and we're at the 36-minute mark, so that's pretty good.
I'd say so.
I think we'll cut off this episode a little short, just because I want to see if this is all recorded nicely and stuff. Hopefully it is.
All right.
I might have to like block out your name or whatever on Skype so people don't add you randomly and try to give you viruses or send you like porn links or whatever.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know how to end this, but do you have anywhere people can follow you if they're listening and they're interested in...
No. I don't.
Okay, well, I don't either. But actually, this is going to be on YouTube, so what am I saying? If you like the video, podcast, feel free to let us know, and we'll keep doing this. If not, oh well, I'll keep doing this, and I'll try to improve the format a little better. I know looking at this blank screen of like me, I don't even know if the video is going to show up in the corner, so of like me and a webcam, but yeah, I don't know. I'd prefer if it was audio only, and I just like put random pictures of cats or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do.
I think that's the best way to go, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. Yeah, and I need to come up with a coherent structure for this podcast as well, but I thought this will just... I'll probably name this like the episode 0 or something. Something edgy. And then we'll figure it out from there, right, Neil? And we'll have actual guests on. Like, I want to get my friend Hanny on. I want to get my friend... I think Jake would be a good person to get on. Anyway... Yeah. Anyway, jeez. My mouth is exhausted. Any closing thoughts, Neil?
Not really. I'm not really sure what else to talk about.
This podcast is a mess.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
Alright,
I was just gonna be great about it.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys later. Peace out, and thanks for watching, if you did. Make sure to like the video and subscribe, okay? I need to end the